Alright, so I guess my favorite moment was probably like the introduction to MSA. I was kind of walking around Red Square looking at all the RSOs, and out of the back side I just hear, "Yo, you're Usman's brother!" And then I just see Yusuf with a big smile on his face, like welcoming me into MSA, just like giving me all this like paperwork. Kind of didn't want it, but you know.
My favorite MSA moment this year would have to be Faith Talks. It was super cool to see so many different people from different RSOs, different places in UW, kind of come together for one event and be able to have a roundtable discussion on so many issues or topics that we always want to talk about but never get the chance to. So it's definitely have to be my favorite.
So, a top moment for this year for me was a Culture Fest. Me and Hasib hosted that. It was great. Also, the MSA conference meeting and listening to all these speakers that came to Seattle was awesome.
My favorite thing that we did this year in MSA was probably, I liked all the MSA conference, the Faith Talks and all that stuff, but I think the best thing for me was the small things, like we played soccer on the Hub Lawn, and that was really fun. You got to know people and you just got to have fun after like a break of finals and midterms and stuff.
Okay, so I'm going to say that the best MSA moment was getting to know all the brothers at the brother events. Brothers hangouts, thanks to the scene, were amazing. We really got together, really got to hang out, develop as brothers, and it was just great to see all the beautiful brothers come out.
Okay, so my best MSA moment is the MSA conference because I really gained a lot from it, and also I think it was beneficial to like our community here.
My favorite MSA moment from this year was after the MSA fundraiser at MAPS. You know, I didn't know anyone in MSA yet, but all the officers, they invited me to go to Tea Republic with them, and you know, I agreed to go, and that's where I met, you know, all the officers, and that was kind of like my initiation of the MSA, so it was really cool, and it was a really nice gesture because it showed how welcoming and friendly the officers were.
My favorite MSA event was the girls' party. It was really fun because we just got together and had a great time.
So my favorite MSA moment has probably got to be the MSA conference because I learned a lot from that event, and I felt it was really enlightening to be able to hear from so many distinguished speakers, and it was really, the event was really well set up, and I think that this is a really valuable experience.
My favorite moment this year had to be MSA conference. Everyone sort of came out with a good like spiritual experience, but also it felt like we had a sort of bond afterwards. And I especially loved being able to incorporate Hamza and Hussein Abdullah into that. I got to help plan it, but also it was good to like have them come in, and they gave a different sort of vibe to it.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everyone. So my favorite MSA moment of this year was Muslimtainment, because I got to be MC and everyone laughed at my jokes even though they weren't intentional at all.
So my favorite MSA moment was probably at the very beginning of the year when we had a barbecue at the IH. That was really fun. It was nice seeing so many people come into the IH and enjoy food together, and it was it being the very first meeting was probably like meaningful too, seeing how many people wanted to be involved with MSA, and I liked seeing that.
Hi, my favorite MSA event was the conference because it brought upon a lot of cool new ideas into my head. It was nice.
My favorite MSA memory would be Sheikh Omer's class. It was a great experience and it was a good break from regular studying.
So my favorite MSA moment was the laser tag event. It was my event, so not too many people showed up, but it was a blast. I won. Shout out everybody who lost. You guys helped me build myself up, so thank you.
So I would say that my favorite moment at MSA this year would have to be conference. It was kind of just like a culmination of like a year-long effort on the officers' part, and all the volunteers kind of came together to like make this a super success, and it was just awesome. Mashallah. So.